Alrighty. Good afternoon, everybody. 12:55, Friday, 5th of June. We're gonna start off with 4 sets of these back extension things. It's my second time doing them. I've upped the weight significantly. I'm aiming for that 6 to 10 fail range because I'm wanting to work the erectors. I've had this pad set up slightly past where my hips end, so that way the only thing that's sort of I suppose moving the weight is going to be the lower back. No glutes, no hammies. We'll see how we go. Yeah. Oh. Ugh. Not bad. 3 more. Alrighty. One more set because I may be hogging it, so maybe 2 more. But same weight. There's really not much else to say. I didn't bring my AirPods today, so I'm having to do this raw. It's not the worst, but not the best either. Anyway, let's just see how we go. Fuck. I was fucking holding my breath like an idiot. Goddamn idiot. Yeah, sure. Sorry about that, man. Alrighty, so I've tried a new focus mode. One more set and we're out of here. Once again, a bit of a sus angle, but the hope is that the singlet is so tight that you can see sort of the back. I don't want to say striations, that's reaching for too much, but at least like the muscle bellies of the back. Yeah, seeing them contract. Let's see. But I also might have just fucked up the angle and you can't see anything. We'll see. Alright, no more. No more, no more. That's a wrap. No. Alright. Hello, everybody. We've just done 3 sets of back extensions. We're then now going to move on to 3 sets of just cable crunches. Now, I rarely show cable crunches, one, because like it's annoying to set up, it's such a low angle. And then two, it's like after my last ass vid where I was doing like those pullovers and I had my ass in the camera, I'm getting a little too suspicious of like showing off my lovely curves and shit. I'm serious. Anyway, something about the ab crunch that I've just started to realize was that is there necessarily a reason for your hips to be past your knees or ideally stacked right on top of it? I'm going to show you how I do normally my cable crunches or how I normally do my cable crunches. And that is hips right over the knee, arching, rounding, not letting the hips shift back onto the heels, right? But for the next set, I might try something different. I don't know. I was experimenting. Anyway, 1 set here to failure first, and then we'll see what we're cooking up. Not bad. Alrighty, absolutely no change in weight or camera angle setup. I'm fucking here kneeling. Just kidding. What we're gonna try instead is I'm actually gonna set up a tiny bit closer underneath the handles, and I'm just gonna actually sit closer towards my heels. I'm still not gonna rock back and forth, but my starting position isn't where my thigh bone is like vertical. It's gonna be angled slightly back. In that position, then I'm gonna allow the abs to relax, let the body arch, and then crunch from there, just to see if it's any different, right? Because if I can get rid of the fact where I need to lean forward, it's actually a lot easier to sit on my heels like this, then go through the motion as opposed to leaning forward and then using your hands as like a counterbalance. Does that make sense? Anyway, you're about to see live what this science experiment will tell me. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. It's different. I don't know. It's a bit. It's hard to say which one's better. It's definitely a lot more stable, but am I getting as good of a contraction here? I actually don't think so. I don't think I am. It might be due to the angle of the pull or the fact that maybe the range is slightly shortened because the hips are already slightly flexed. I don't know. But I am going to go back to the other one, up the weight. You know, I fucking did like 20 reps there. That's way too many. So we'll see. One more set. Mechanical drop set. Not gonna lie, I think that was a bit heavy for me. Oh well, let's move on. Alrighty, what up, everybody? I'm bringing back a classic. Now, pay attention here because no one really knows how to use the straps for your tricep rope extension. So I'm going to show you a little hack. Yeah, you want to set it up so it's like this, and the braids or the strands are sort of flowing out in front. Yeah. After that, you actually want to do a fold in the hands first, then wrap it around your hands, and then you're good to go. I'm going to demo it once, maybe twice, and then get crazy, but this is like, it's important because I think the straps really help. Yeah, you don't need a grip anymore. You just have your hands crushed by the weight of the stack that you're doing. You know, it's great. Anyway, watch this. Fold, grab it, and then twist. You're now, it's like nice and folded, ready to go, nice and cranked. And then you just do your set. There you have it. I probably could have stood a bit further away because it did reset a few times, but not too bad. Not too bad. Two more. Okay, let me redo this, right? Because it's YouTube and I'm going to eventually post this on Instagram, I can do as many takes as I want. Who cares, right? So, to use the straps, hold onto them, fold them inwards. This would be inwards. This would be outwards. God, I suck at demo videos. Anyway, when you fold it inwards, it's easier to just like hook it around your hand, so you don't need to do it one at a time. One more set here. Maybe two more, actually. Let's see. And remember, inwards. Uh-huh. Grab on, spin, crank. You're good to go. That's heavy. One more, and then we're out. Just 9 sets in and out today. Very scuffed, like sort of bro split lift, but the rationale behind it is that I'm just hitting every muscle group that isn't sore and has had the longest time between last hit, right? And so that's why I'm not really doing biceps today, because I count the back day as like a half stimulus for the bicep. Not enough to cause any like hypertrophy or like some serious adaptations, but enough to be like it is slightly fatigued to re-hit it again. Yeah, even though it has been 2 days since the back day, like it's not a very good thing, because like the way my split is working is I just sense what on my body is not sore and then hit it, right? Which is not very data driven. But anyway, one more set, we'll check the pump, and then we'll get out of here. Alrighty. Last set. I fucked up the setup, and then so I shamelessly cut it out, and then I'm reshooting it. Whatever. That's it. Let's check the pump. No more. Alrighty. We don't have a lot of time, which seems to be the trend as of late, but we're gonna go through a couple, do a few mandatories, and then I'm gonna do it all again, turn the camera off, no pants on. Why? Well, it's like a lot of bodybuilders and guys that are on stage, they say like a lot of poses start from the bottom, they start with the legs. And as an amateur wannabe bodybuilder myself, I never really understood that. And so I plan to, sort of try it out pretty much. See what it's like to, or just imagine to myself what it means to hit a pose but start from the bottom. Like flex each muscle coming up my leg into the top pose, or you know. Anyway, we'll go through a few. Not bad. Whew. Some back poses. Just practicing how to like bring it all in, you know, flexing it, making sure I get the Christmas tree action. Oh, let's hit that again. Ah, it's a hard one to do, you know. And I've been practicing with my rear lat spread, even though it's not a classic pose, but I've been practicing really like bringing my shoulders as far forward as possible. So I'm going straight for width as opposed to like striations in the back. Let's see what it looks like. Ugh. That's max width. Not bad. And then let's finish with, oh, we forgot to do abs and thighs again. Whew. There's some ab and thigh shots where they do something like, I'm not really, one, I don't think I have a good core control or ab control. And two, I don't really train the abs so much. Maybe three, still got a lot of body fat, a lot of belly fat to lose. Ooh, ooh, look at that. So much. That's the point of the prep though, right? Last one. I'm trying to strike this without going down and then tilting up. I'm trying to just hit it in the tilt up position, if you know what I'm saying. So, we're here, set the legs. Ooh, that might have been it. That might have been it, actually. Ooh, speed. Alrighty, that's it for today. Pretty scuffed session with just like lower back, abs, and then triceps, but it works for me. Diet hasn't been that good recently, so we need to get back on track. But bit by bit, the physique is coming along, right? There's less fat right underneath my chest here, so there's a bit more separation because it's just a bit more muscle. The delts are looking freaky as usual. The back, honestly, the back is not too bad. Oh, that's freaky. I wonder if I wonder if I post this and I get the non-natty claims because, oh Jesus. Ooh. Crazy, crazy. I mean, it's my strongest point for a reason, right? I love training the back. Anyway, enough glazing myself. If you watched this far, thanks for tuning in.